What's up, everybody? So I'm here. I want to talk about what happened with the whole Trayvon Martin situation. I know this is a very big subject right now. Everybody's talking about it, and I just want to give my take on what I feel like happened. Because when I sit here and think about it, he was 17 years old. Just think about that for a second. And so the first thing that comes to my mind when I was 17 years old, some of the things that I would have done if I was in that type of a situation, or some of the things that I was just doing that I wasn't really thinking about. Like, sitting there thinking about it when I was 17, I used to cut through people's yards and I used to, get mad and furious if someone say something to me, without even thinking. And so, just thinking about it, I know I mentioned cutting through yards. The reason why I mentioned it is because in the state of Florida, we have these gun licenses, and this is the whole topic of such situation as well. These gun licenses, you have people who say if they feel threatened, what they can do is, if they feel threatened in any kind of way, if they have a weapon, they can use it on you. Therefore, so I used to cut through people's yards, and I used to just do all types of stuff, cutting between cars and like in parking lots. And so I'm just sitting there thinking about it when I was 17. If I was approached, by somebody like George Zimmerman, so I'm seeing this dorky looking dude, and he's saying something to me, and I'm just trying to figure out. First off, I mean, you never supposed to underestimate anyone in this world, nobody. But you know, the second you turn around and you see somebody and they saying some out of the whack things to you, and you're gonna say something back. Naturally, definitely as a man, you're gonna say something back. And then the second you see that someone is trying to get some type of physical altercation with you, and again, it's a problem with a lot of us in this world. Definitely with men, we have this thing where we feel tried, or if we think someone's trying to make us be, make us feel like we're soft, we want to retaliate. And so he fought back. He fought the guy. And so just sitting there thinking about it, he was baited. He was baited in. He was reeled in and baited. And if I was thinking about it, if I was 17 years old, I probably would have fell for the bait too. And see, him not knowing because he's young, he's underage, of course he wouldn't know about that gun law that I know about, because I'm actually a licensed carrier. I should have brought my license with me, but most definitely I'm licensed in the state of Florida to carry, and the one thing they teach you is if you feel threatened, you can, most definitely do that. And so I think what George Zimmerman did, he took the law into his own hands. They told him not to leave the house. And not leaving the house meaning not leaving the house. Not to pursue means not to pursue. And, it's just a sad situation all around, man. I feel like, there was not justice within that case. I feel like that 100%. Also, I feel like, he was just being a young man. I mean, when we're that young, what young man? I know they keep mentioning the marijuana. Tell me what young person probably right now is not probably have marijuana in their system. I'll wait. I'm pretty sure almost every young man has marijuana in their system. Not everyone, but a lot of them. And I mean, that's not nothing to say that's good, because I mean, hey, peer pressure. Some kids are not stronger than others when it comes down to just saying no to things. But I feel like this whole situation, man, it's just it's ways that we can probably start thinking about how to avoid these type of situations like what Trayvon was in, because I know uh, if he had known, about those laws like how I know about it, or some of you that may be watching this know about him, he probably would have just thought twice and just walked off and just called it, called it a day. But at the same point in time, man, here's some of the things you should think about before you're doing that. As I mentioned earlier, cutting through people's yards. Hey, if you got an old person that lives in the house and he carries a lot of guns and it's dark, you see someone jumping the fence, you can just think about what could happen. Full parking lots. How people like to cross between cars. That's another situation that you can put yourself in where these things can happen. So I'm just mentioning some of these things again, just because I don't want this to ever happen to no one, really. And really, the Trayvon situation is just the start of it because there's a lot of crime that's going on. Period. A lot of killing is going on. This needs to stop. But let's just be safe, man. Let's be peaceful. You know, everybody's talking about rioting and doing all this stuff, man. That foolishness ain't gonna do nothing. Let's be smart about what we're doing, man. But anyways, you know, hope all prayers go out to the family of Trayvon Martin. Uh, Bless his soul, and hopefully all the younger people out there may see this video. You know, just think about what you're doing because honestly, man, read up on those gun laws and brush yourself up on what not to do, and also what to kind of avoid because these things can happen. Don't be afraid to walk away. And see you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace.